Hello and welcome to week 1 of DTCC TV. I hope you're all staying safe along with your families and helping the NHS do the fantastic job that they're doing. Obviously the cricket season was due to start this Friday, but obviously we're in home isolation, so that's not possible. What we thought it'd be nice as a cricket club is to bring you some skills and drills across batting, bowling, fielding, also some wicket keeping, as well as some fun little games and some strength and some fitness to keep your eye in and get you ready for when we do eventually start cricket, hopefully later in the summer. All these exercises are going to be done in a garden, so quite a small garden, a nice safe place, so hopefully we don't break anything, and it's going to be done with minimal equipment, so mainly a cricket bat and a ball. There will be some cones, but they're not essential. Right, so we're going to start with some batting. Okay, today we're going to have two main focuses. Focus one's going to be the grip. Okay, make sure your hands are comfortable on the bat and that we can have a full swing of the bat. And the second thing that's really important is that we can, with that grip, we can score all around the ground, 360 degrees. Okay, so the first point is the grip. The second point, we're going to be working on full swing of the bat. Okay, so picking the bat up and unweighting it, and then a full swing and finishing with the bat over our shoulders. Okay, so we're going to get into our base position, strong based and stable position. Okay, a few different ways. We can just pop the ball on the floor. If you've got a cone or a towel or something, you can pop the ball like that. If you feel comfortable yourself dropping the ball, you can do, or you might have a brother or sister or one of your parents or guardians might stand on the offside, drop the ball so they're nice and safe. Okay, so lots of different ways you can do it. I'm going to drop the ball for me. Okay, so hands in, checking my grip, and a full swing of that bat. Okay, the ball hopefully should come straight back past you just as it did there. Okay, if I show you one more time. Perfect, so if we hit about 50 balls, okay, practice makes perfect, focusing on your grip, hands in a comfortable position, and a full swing of the bat. Over to you, enjoy. Okay, we're going to move on to some bowling now. Today, the bowling is all about your alignment. Okay, when we talk about alignment, we're talking about your hips and your shoulders, making sure they're doing the same things. Okay, so if we start with a typical side-on bowler, okay, who's sideways on to the target, basically your back foot would be pointing towards where mid-wicket would be, okay, which means our hips are sideways on, which also means that we're going to have to look over this side of the shoulder, so our shoulders align with our hips, okay, and then all we're going to do from our standing position is we would bowl the ball. Okay, that's for side-on bowlers. If we are midway, so back foot contact, we'll be pointing more to square leg, which means our hips are at this sort of angle. We would look straight through our arm. Okay, so our shoulders match with our hips, and again we would just bowl the ball. Okay, if we're front on, so foot pointed pretty much straight down the pitch, okay, our hips are pointing forward, so this time we would look over this side of our arm. Okay, again, so our shoulders and our hips are aligned and we would bowl. Okay, I would suggest bowling probably somewhere in the region of 20 to 30 balls, and all that is about is making sure that we're nice and balanced within our delivery and making sure we can follow through down towards our target to generate some more pace and to make sure we're nice and accurate. And now on to some fielding. Okay, so this fielding drill is also good for wicket keepers. All right, so it's really going to focus on improving agility for wicket keepers and improving your agility as a fielder, in particular in the ring, trying to stop the ones. Okay, so the main focus here will be to get nice and low and to be on the balls of our feet, and we're going to work moving sideways. So if I show you nice and quickly, obviously it's going to be really, really slow. Just watch. So we're going to get nice and low, and we're going to sidestep across. Keep it nice and low, moving the ball across. Okay, I would suggest working for a minute if you're on your own. If you've got family members, brothers, sisters, or parents and guardians working with you, you can alternate, so you can keep swapping. Okay, so I'd work for a minute moving the ball sideways, go back to the start, move it back the other way, so we're actually practicing moving both ways for wicket keepers and also for fielders. As well as moving the ball sideways, we can look at moving the ball diagonally, so we can run out, we can move the ball diagonally and diagonally, and again I would do that for about a minute, and then we can also look at moving the ball from the back, moving backwards moving forwards and moving backwards. Okay, so really good movements that wicket keepers would make in and around the stumps when they're collecting the ball, also when they're moving sideways to take the ball on the offside and the leg side. For fielders, within your little zone, moving sideways, moving forward to bring the ball, and moving backwards to get the ball. Really good for agility and a little bit of fitness in there as well. Over to you, have a go. Right, on to some fitness. If you're like me and you're on your own, this is how you're going to work it. We have got some cones here. You can use absolutely anything. So it might be markings on the floor, it might be socks, whatever you need just to set up some targets. Okay, and this again, we're going to be in the position that we're in for fielding. Okay, a nice, strong and powerful position on the balls of our feet, and we're going to work for 1 minute. We're going to be going sideways, forwards, backwards, diagonal, however, and what you've got to do is you've got to touch as many cones as you can, okay, in that minute. So keep count of how many you do, and you're going to work for a minute, okay? A lot harder than it sounds. If you've actually got brothers and sisters and family members, you can get rid of the cones and you can just work as a group in this area. So again, you're nice and low, but your job is to try and touch the knees, the backs of the knees of the other people that are in the game. So you're trying to keep away from people, but also you're trying to reach out and you're trying to touch them behind the knees, okay? Please be careful, don't bump forward or don't lean forward, don't bump any heads, okay? Just focus on getting in a nice low position, working as hard as you can for a minute, okay? Count how many you do if you're working on your own, see if you can beat it. Also, if you're with family members, count how many times you touch the back of their knee, see who's the winner, and then you can play again and see who wins. Over to you, enjoy it. Right, onto the strength exercise. We're going to focus really now on our core muscles, so our stomach muscles and a little bit into our sides. Okay, so we're going to be in the plank position. So if I show you from sideways on, what we're looking for in the plank is a straight line from your shoulders through your hips down to your ankles. Okay, so we're not looking for your bottom bin up, we're not looking for your bottom bin down, we're looking for a nice straight line between shoulders, hips and ankles. Okay, so that position we're going to try, depending on your age, anything from 30 seconds to kind of a minute and a minute and a half. We're going to be trying to stay in that position. Okay, while we're doing that, if I show you from the front, first one, just to work hand-eye coordination again, we're just going to roll the ball across like this. So you're engaging your stomach muscles, also working your hand and your eye coordination. To make that harder, we can lift up, throw the ball and catch, stay in on our elbows. Okay, a little bit harder. If you want to make that slightly easier, we can work from here and we can just lift up and we can take the catches that way. Okay, all while we're engaging our core to make sure we work on these muscles and our side muscles. Okay, again, you can work together or you can work on your own. Enjoy. And on for the game. So really important to put your skills and drills that you've practiced into a game situation. Okay, put you under a little bit of pressure and see if your techniques can withhold that pressure and you can still execute your skills. Okay, so we're going to focus on the batting that we focused on today. So we're going to focus on the grip and the full swing of the bat, but this time we're going to try cover drive, aiming towards the white cone, straight drive, aiming towards the blue, and an on drive, aiming towards the red. Okay, and it's going to be points based system. So if you can hit the cone, you would score 5. If you get it pretty close, you would score 2. Anything else, you don't score anything. Okay, again, same as the drill earlier, you can have the ball sat on the floor, you can sit the ball on a cone if you've got one, or a cloth or a towel or something, or you can drop the ball and let it bounce a couple of times before you hit it. Okay, I'm going to let it bounce. I'm going to show you. So we're into our base position, feet staying still. We check our grip, we're going to hold it up, and we're going to swing through. The other thing, obviously, somebody can drop the ball for you as well if you've got somebody that's with you. Okay, so we're going to drop the ball. It was pretty close but didn't hit it, so that's 2. Go for the straight drive towards the blue. 2 again. Lost ball. And 2 again for the red. Okay, so just to recap, that grip, full swing of the bat, 5 if we hit the target, 2 if it's pretty close. Okay, if you're on your own, have about 12 goes, count up your score, see if you can beat it when you repeat it. If you're playing with family members, brothers, sisters, parents and guardians, have a competition and see who scores the most. Brilliant, so that's the end of our batting, bowling, fielding and wicket keeping combined, and the strength and the fitness. I hope you've enjoyed doing those. Just want to finish with one last thing, so I'm going to give you a challenge to do. So you've got to video this, got to be on video for it to count. And what I want you to do, holding your bat, you can either hold it with one hand, you can hold it with two hands. I'm going to do as many hit-ups as we can, okay, until the ball touches the floor. Okay, to make it difficult, in particular for our older juniors, let's see if we can do the side of the bat, the inside of the bat. You might even want to give yourself a little challenge, see if you can do the toe. Nearly. And last but not least, you might want to see if you can do the handle. Okay, so got to video it, see how many you can get until the ball touches the floor. Okay, if you send yours in and yours is the most, okay, fantastic prize, money can't buy. I'll give you a free one-to-one at some point this summer down at Doncaster. If we're washed out for the summer, it'll be at some point next year. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed week one. Get your challenges done. Send us your videos of you doing your activities. Stay safe this week, and we look forward to seeing you for week 2 of DTCC TV. Enjoy.